होतं. Okay, so message get distorted. So what is basically the distortion of message? Okay, we will just go through one simple example. जसं corporate training वगैरे चालतात ना, त्यामध्ये एक common example आहे how the communication will get distorted when it has to flow through a number of channels. I will just show you one video over here. Just tell me whether once I will start, tell me whether it is visible to you all of now.
알다. 근데 나는 나중에 봐봐 누구 들리거든 대박. 들리거든. 우다 거든. 우다 거든. 아, 그래. 아까 봤다. Kita kalau tanya tu, lepas itu. 이거 뭐냐? 얼마나 답변 필요하냐? 됐니? 오,
뭐였나?
몰라. 까고 말래서 이렇게 까는 거나. 야, 날라. 우다 방금 까고 까고. 까고 까고. 와, 이거 봐.
Example आहे lecture मध्ये distortion of a message when you are going to communicate some message. So how that message is going to be distorted over the period of time. म्हणजे एका माणसाकडनं दुसऱ्या माणसाकडे Okay, yeah. So now, you observe that video? You observe that video? Okay. So, what is the problem? Sahil Zurarkar, Sahil Zurale. What is your observation over here? ओके, मी तुम्हाला आता एक व्हिडिओ शो केला. व्हॉट डज दॅट व्हिडिओ मीन? व्हॉट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ दॅट व्हिडिओ? भूषण कडांगडे, साक्षी बोंगडे, साक्षी शेलार. Okay, instead of typing, just speak. Unmute yourself and just speak it. Okay, so what you observe? What is your
Sir,
observation?
sir,
हाँ,
hello, sir.
बोला.
Sir, they are communicate with each others.
हो, पण कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये काय झालेलं आहे आता? कसं झालंय, नंबर ऑफ लेयर्स वाढले. मेसेज काय होता इनिशियली?
डिस्टॉर्शन
डिस्टॉर्शन ऑफ द
डिस्टॉर्शन
मेसेज.
होतंय त्यात.
जो एक्झॅक्ट मेसेज होता तो शेवटपर्यंत मिळालाय का? मेसेज काय ट्रान्सफर केला होता तुम्ही? दॅट सिम्पली दे हॅव स्टार्टेड, बाईकला किक मारायची आणि बाईक चालवत आहे असं काहीतरी मुवमेंटचा मेसेज होता. ओके, आणि शेवटी काय झालं ॲट द एंड? व्हॉट इज दॅट मेसेज? व्हॉट इज द मेसेज विच इज रीच टू द एंड पर्सन, विच इज टोटली डिफरंट, विच डज नॉट हॅव एनी मिनिंग विथ द प्रिव्हियस मेसेज. ओके, लास्टला जो मेसेज त्यांच्यापर्यंत पोहोचला तो त्याचा काही लिंक लागत होती का फर्स्ट मेसेज सोबत? काहीच नाही. सेम थिंग इज गोइंग टू बी हॅपन इन द इंडस्ट्रियल कम्युनिकेशन ऑल्सो, वेन वर्बल नॉन बेसिकली इन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन आपण एक मेसेज पास करतोय. ओके, जसे नंबर ऑफ लेयर्स वाढत जातात ना, तुम्ही सपोज आज एखादा मेसेज तू तुझ्या मित्राला सांगितलाय की असं असं झालेलं आहे, तो काय करेल की तो दुसऱ्याला सांगताना त्याच्यामध्ये आणखी त्याच्याकडचं थोडंफार ऍड करेल. तो तिसरा सांगतेल ना, तर तिसरा त्याच्याकडचा आणखी त्याच्यामध्ये थोडा माल मसाला लावून त्याच्यात ऍड करेल, आणि शेवटी जाईपर्यंत एखाद्या माणसाचा जर स्मॉल इंजुरी असेल तर शेवटीपर्यंत तो पोचता पोचता तो माणूस डेड झालेला असेल. दॅट मे बी पॉसिबल. ओके, सो मेसेज काय होतं, वेन यू आर गोइंग टू जस्ट पास द मेसेज थ्रू number of layers, so what is going to be happen, that distortion of the message may occur, and whatever the actual message you want to communicate, okay, whatever the exact message you want to communicate, that is not going to be communicated, that message is totally distorted. Okay, so in that case your रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन इज इम्पॉर्टंट. रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये जर मी मेसेज जो असतो तो जर याच्यामध्ये दिलेला असतं, लिहून दिलेला असतं आणि प्रत्येकाने वाचला असता, सो त्या केसमध्ये काय झालेलं असतं की तो इतका डिस्टॉर्शन नसतं झालं त्या मेसेजमध्ये, फक्त काय झालं ते इंटरप्रिटेशन माइट गेट चेंज. Okay, so some interpretation might be changed, but overall the message is. But in written communication also, whatever, we don't have the control. रिटर्न कम्युनिकेशनचा प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे की तुम्ही फिजिकली नसतात, त्याचे एक्सप्रेशन्स वगैरे त्याला समजलाय की नाही हे आपल्याला कळणार नाही. सो इन दॅट केस व्हॉट हॅपन, that face to face communication has certain advantages, oral communication has certain advantages, written communication has certain its own advantages. ओके, जसं ओरल कम्युनिकेशन मध्ये त्याचा जो फीडबॅक असतो, तुम्ही एखादा मेसेज कम्युनिकेट करत आहेत त्याचे जे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन असतील, बॉडी लँग्वेज असेल, त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला कळतं की वेदर दॅट पर्सन शुड अंडरस्टँड दॅट मेसेज ऑर नॉट. But basically what happened in case of written communication, you are simply pass the notice or instruction and you don't know whether it will understand or not unless and until you will get the result. Okay, so for that case what happened, out of the 100% communication, when you are going to just do any communication, just oral communication, in case of oral communication, your 80% communication is your non-verbal communication. Okay, only 20% message is going to be expressed through your words. Okay, 80% message we will understand through body language and it is non-verbal communication. And this is very very important, non-verbal communication. What are the parts of this non-verbal communications that we are going to discuss over here? So in case of non-verbal communication, the very important thing, that is it is expressed through our body. Okay, non-verbal communication is expressed through our body. Okay, whatever the expressions that you are going to say, so when someone tells you some say exciting story, automatically your body will respond in that manner. Okay, so when someone will tell you the horror story, okay, so your body expressions will change, facial expressions will change. When you are going to lie, at that time your facial expression will change. Okay, so and when you are going to just too much excited or so tired, at that time your facial expression, body language will change. So the facial expressions will show a lot of things over here. So indirectly, where these expressions you are not going to control, these are the actual expressions of this body. Okay, so whether you are going to speak true or lie, that can be easily detected with the help of your gesture, with the help of your posture, with the help of your eye contacts, how you are going to speak, what is the pitch of your say your words and all these things. Okay, so n number of things means 80%, normally 80% communication is through non-verbal, you through your body language, through your gesture, posture, eye contacts, eye movements. Okay, so when you are going to just speak instantly, at that time the eye position is different. When you are going to recall something, at that time the eye position might be different. Okay, so in that case, eye position is going to say, if you want to recall something from the previous past and you are going to then your normally eye position is towards the left. When you are going to just make a story which is not real, okay, so at that time the eye position may be towards rights. Okay, so if you note these things, so you can easily understand that whether the person is speaking true or he is going to lie over there. So there is one machine also in the say for detecting the lie detector is there. So lie detector, how the what is the function of the lie detector? Lie detector will checking whether the person is speaking true or false, or he is going to lie. So how the machine comes to know whether the person is going to speak true or false? So basically in that they are going to just monitor your certain body parameters. Okay, so when you're going to just lying, at that time your blood pressure will change. Okay, there may be a sweating. Okay, so your eye movements are going to change. There may be say increase in the heartbeat rate. So these things are going to be monitors over there, and from that you can come to know whether the person is lying or not. Okay, so remember over here, non-verbal communication is very 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 important. Okay, over the period of time we will learn automatically about this non-verbal communication. Also our touch also says a lot of things. Okay, so when you are going to do the shake hand, आपण एखाद्याला जेव्हा भेटतो तेव्हा आपण शेक हँड करतो. मग शेक हँड करल्यानंतर तुम्हाला लगेच त्या माणसाची पर्सनॅलिटी कशी आहे त्याचं एक याच्यात. सो इफ समवन, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू मेक द शेक हँड, by checking the pressure of that person's, you come to know what is the personality of that person, whether it is dominating, whether it is has a under say डॉमिनेटिंग पर्सनॅलिटी असेल ना, तो सेकंड करताना तुमचा हात प्रेस करेल. ओके, सो इट यू कम टू नो ही हॅज द डॉमिनेटिंग पर्सनॅलिटी. यू कॅन कम टू नो वेदर ही हॅज द लॅक ऑफ कॉन्फिडन्स इफ ही इज गोइंग टू डू द शेक हँड विथ द व्हेरी लाईट हँड, विथ अ व्हेरी लाईट प्रेशर, फक्त हातात हात मिळवलेलं आहे. सो ॲट दॅट टाइम आणि त्याच्यामध्ये प्रेशर काहीच जाणवत नसेल, सो ॲट दॅट टाइम वॉट इज गोइंग टू बी हॅपन, दॅट पर्सन हॅज द लॅक ऑफ कॉन्फिडन्स. Okay, so with these postures, with their gestures, say when you are going to sitting on the chair, okay, just for observing your positions, a person comes to know whether you are in tension or not. So when you are going to, when you are going to sit over somewhere, and if you are going to shake your hands or just moving your say legs and all these things, it comes to know that represent the nervousness. ओके, तुम्ही चेअरवर बसलेले आहेत, तुम्ही पाय हलवत आहे, हात हलवत आहे. ओके, किंवा तुम्ही पेन सोबत टिक करायचं, दॅट विल शो युअर नर्वसनेस. ओके, सो these non-verbal communications say a lot of thing about you, and this is very very important thing. So what are these say non-verbal communications? Body language, so way of talking. When you are going to speak something, at that time वी आर गोइंग टू टेक सम पण पॉझेस. आपण बोलताना आहे ना, खूप बरेचदा आपण पॉज घेतो, कारण कंटिन्युअस सेंटेन्स जर बोललं समोरच्याला पण कळणार आहे, बिकॉज देर इज अ प्रॉब्लेम विथ दिस वन. और रिसेप्शन, brain has a tremendous capacity but it can receive the signal with 128 beats per second. ओके, ब्रेन जो सिग्नल रिसिव्ह करते आणि त्याला ॲनालाइज करते त्याची एक लिमिट आहे. 128 बीट्स पर सेकंड पर्यंतच आपण इन्फॉर्मेशनला हे करू शकतो. त्याच्यावर जर गेली, सो यू आर नॉट एबल टू गेट दॅट मेसेज प्रॉपरली. ओके, so what you are going to do when you are going to talking, at that time if you are going to take the pauses, too much pauses means you are going to recall something. Okay, if you are going to speak continuously, so this pauses also not say tell something about your personality. Stresses on the word, काही काही बोलताना आपण काही वर्डवर थोडा जोर देतो, मग कुठल्या याच्यावर देतात त्याच्यामधून पण तुमच्या पर्सनॅलिटीला हे करता येतं. देन हँड मुवमेंट्स, तुमचे मुवमेंट्स आहेत, हँडचे मुवमेंट्स, बॉडी मुवमेंट्स वगैरे असतील, दॅट ऑल्सो इंडिकेट समथिंग. साऊंड, ओके, सो वेन यू आर हॅपी ॲट दॅट टाइम यू आर गोइंग टू लाफ, वेन यू आर गोइंग टू सॅड ॲट दॅट टाइम यू आर गोइंग टू जस्ट नॉट क्राईंग, बट ॲट दॅट टाइम युअर फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन विल चेंज. Okay, whether you are going to laugh naturally or artificially, that also comes to know by observing your face. Okay, natural आणि natural जर असेल तुम्ही it is the natural laughing. So at that time there may be a something change, some changes in your eyes and just below eye, say eyelashes and all this thing. Okay, so it's a moment, and when your cheek movements are going to be changed, when you're going to, your laugh is artificial. At that time you come to know by observing the just portion below your eyes and the your say cheek. Okay, and also chin, cheek, and eye, say lower portion of your eyes tell whether it is a natural laughing or it is artificial laughing. Head movements. Okay, head movement tells a lot of things about it. आपण एखादा पॉइंट एक्सपिरियन्स करताना तुम्ही हेड मोमेंट करते, ऑटोमॅटिकली दॅट हेड मोमेंट इज गोइंग टू बी happen over there. Okay, so something is going, some body parts are going to be controlled by your subconscious mind without knowing. Okay, you are going to just do, say if something is interesting going on, you are going to nod your head. Eye movement. So eye movement tells a lot of thing about you. Okay, whether you are understanding it, whether what are the things you are going to speak. Okay, and all these things. So with these eye movements, there are basically 8 eye movements. I will show you one picture regarding that one, the eye movement pictures, with which you come to know what is the meaning of particular eye movement, and you also come to know the person is whether he is going to recall something, he is going to make his own story which is not going to be happen and telling you something. Okay, so closeness. So when someone there is a personal space of each and everyone. ओके, तुमचा एक पर्सनल स्पेस असतो, त्या पर्सनल स्पेसमध्ये कोणी आलेलं तुम्हाला आवडत नाही. ओके, दॅट पर्सनल स्पेस मे बी अप टू 2 to 3 feet. मग त्या पर्सनल स्पेसमध्ये जर यू आर गोइंग टू अलाउ ओनली फ्यू पीपल्स टू कम्स इन टू युअर पर्सनल स्पेस, सो दॅट क्लोजनेस, तुम्ही कोणाच्या किती क्लोज जाता त्याच्यावरनं तुमची पर्सनॅलिटी सेट करता. आणि ही पण देन युअर टच ऑल्सो. So when you are going to just touch someone, so what is the meaning of that touch, that comes to know. Okay, our body will automatically, our mind will understand the meaning of that particular touch. And basically this is more, the touch sensations are more in the female than in male. Okay, so the ladies or girls will easily understand what is the meaning of that touch, whether that touch is a natural touch or someone has intentionally touched them or something. This, so touch also tells about the, say what is going on in the mind of that particular person. Appearance, तुमचा appearance, how you are going to wear the dress, how you are going to just wear the shoes, and all this untidiness, your hairstyles, and all these things that represent a lot of things. Facial expressions. Okay, there are n number of facial expression and each and everyone has a meaning. Nowadays you are going to use WhatsApp मध्ये तुम्ही बरेच facial expression use करता chatting मध्ये. Okay, so someone is sometimes crying, laughing, and all these things. I don't know the name meaning of each and every, because I am rarely using that facial expression. But in WhatsApp also you are going to use. But basically what happened, by observing the face of person, you come to know about what is going on in the mind of that person. जसं तुमचा एखादा क्लोज फ्रेंड असेल, ओके, किंवा एखादा आहे, त्याला बघितल्यानंतर एक तुम्हाला, ओके ही इज इन टेन्शन और समथिंग, ही डोंट टोल्ड यू एनिथिंग अबाउट हिम. ओके, त्याने त्याच्या घरी काय झालं किंवा त्याच्या लाईफमध्ये काय प्रॉब्लेम काही सांगितलं नाही, पण त्याच्या चेहऱ्याकडे बघून तुम्हाला जाणवतं की हां याला काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम आहे, काहीतरी टेन्शन असेल, किंवा एखाद्या वेळेस तो काहीच न सांगता खूप आनंदी असतो. सो ते पोस्चर्स. ओके, फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन्स इज गोइंग टू posture, how you going to sit, how you going to stand, how you going to walk. Gesture and posture, these are two very very important things. One is gesture and second one is the posture. Gestures, in the gestures it comes waving of hand, body movements, and all these things. And in posture, how you are going to sit, how you are going to stand. आता बसताना पण आहे ना, नॉर्मली कसं बसायला पाहिजे. सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. वेन यू आर गोइंग टू सिट, ॲट दॅट टाइम युअर बॅकबोन शुड बी इरेक्ट वन. ओके, खूप बेंड नाही व्हायचं. बट वेन यू आर गोइंग टू लिसन इंटरेस्टिंगली, आता क्लासमध्ये जर मी एखाद्या टीचर शिकवते किंवा तुम्ही एखाद्या याच्यामध्ये बसलेले आणि तुम्हाला त्या टॉपिकमध्ये इंटरेस्ट आला, सो ॲटोमॅटिकली यू आर गोइंग टू बेंड टुवर्ड्स इन द फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन. Slightly you are going to bend forward direction. So from that you come to know that he is interested in that particular thing. So that posture tells lot of things. If you are going to sit cross arm or cross legs, that shows you are not interested in that one. जेव्हा आपण क्रॉस करतो ना, आर्म क्रॉस करतो किंवा पायावर पाय ठेवून बसतो. Okay, when you are going to cross your legs or when you are going to cross your arms, that represent that you are not interested, you are going to just isolate, you are trying to isolate that from yourself from that particular thing. That body contact, shaking hands, and all these things. So these are certain things which are, so basically non-verbal communication is a very very vast topic. Okay, so in non-verbal communications, what you are going to do, there's a because sometimes you are going to use signs also for non-verbal communication. Okay, so these had certain meaning, just like for electrical engineer it is a very but common sign is there. Okay, a cross. Okay, एक क्रॉस असतो आणि त्याच्यामध्ये स्कल that represent danger. Okay, so such type of non say verbal signs are there. Left turn, right turns. Okay, then wear helmets, wear glasses, in which you are not going to tell verbally, but it is going to be described through the non-verbal communication, which is the signs or the symbols. Now, completeness and the feasibility of the instruction. So, operator working instructions are very important at the shop floor because it is described how to execute the operation. ऑपरेटरचे जे वर्किंग इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहेत त्या प्रॉपरली डिस्क्राईब झालेल्या पाहिजे, कारण त्या काय सांगतात हाऊ टू एक्झिक्यूट द ऑपरेशन, हाऊ टू कम्प्लीट दॅट टास्क, हाऊ टू एक्झिक्यूट दॅट कम्प्लीट पर्टिक्युलर टास्क. ओके, हाऊ टू परफॉर्म दॅट टास्क. अ गुड वर्क इन्स्ट्रक्शन शुड बी. सो व्हॉट आर द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द गुड वर्क इन्स्ट्रक्शन? डिफाईन इच इंडिव्हिज्युअल स्टेप इन द ऑपरेशन. ओके, इन्स्ट्रक्शनमध्ये काय प्रत्येक स्टेप जी आहे ते पर्टिक्युलर टास्क कंप्लीट करण्याकरता जी स्टेप लागते ती इंडिव्हिज्युअली डिफाईन करायला पाहिजे. सेकंड, instruction should be specific about task. ज्याचे काही instruction असतील that should be specific, instruction should be very specific about that task. Then clearly describe the method to complete each task. Okay, each and every task can be done with the help of different methods. Okay, so whatever the method which is suitable and which can be applicable for that particular task in your organization, you should clearly describe that method. Okay, then define the required tools and resources. Also you need to define what are the tools and resources required for accomplishing that task. Instruction should be easily readable. Whatever the instructions you are going to show, that should be easily readable. काय instruction असतील त्या तुमच्या easily समजल्या पाहिजे किंवा वाचता आल्या पाहिजे. Instruction should be fulfilling, no additional instruction should be required. So whatever the instruction you are going to give, that should be self sufficient. त्याच्याकरता त्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनला परत ॲडिशनल इन्स्ट्रक्शन देऊन पूर्ण नाही करायचे. इन्स्ट्रक्शन शुड बी लॉजिकल, प्रॅक्टिकल अँड टेक्निक बेस्ड. All the whatever the instructions that you are going to view, that instruction should be logical. Okay, logical instruction means what? The second instruction must have some relationship with the first instruction, and my first instruction must have some relationship with the नेक्स्ट इन्स्ट्रक्शन. पहिल्या दुसऱ्या आणि दुसऱ्यामध्ये काहीतरी लॉजिकल रिलेशन असायला पाहिजे. दॅट शुड बी प्रॅक्टिकल, इट शुड बी प्रॅक्टिकली ॲप्लिकेबल. यू आर नॉट सपोज टू गिव्ह द theoretical instruction which does not implement it in the practice. Okay, and they should have certain techniques. This instruction should be given by the proper authority. Okay, so as a supervisor you should have the proper authority to give the instruction, or the manager may have given the instruction and that should be percolated to the lower level management or the workers. Instruction should include safety and protective measure. Instruction मध्ये तुमचे सेफ्टी मेजर्स आणि प्रोटेक्टिव्ह मेजर्स तुम्ही इन्क्लूड करायलाच पाहिजे. व्हॉट आर द सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशन्स दॅट यू नीड टू टेक while you are going to working in that particular works. And instruction should be presented in the user friendly format. Whatever the instructions you are giving, that should be presented in the user friendly format. When next thing comes under is the personal counseling. Counseling of the staff is become essential function of the supervisor. As a supervisor, what is your role? Your role is to motivate the employees. You need to just clear their doubts. You need to just resolve their problems. Okay, so supervisor is basically a counselor, mentor, advisor to the worker. Okay, as a supervisor you are going to be an advisor, mentor, and a counselor, personal counselor to the worker. If he does not get connected with the worker by above role, it is difficult to achieve the objectives. And what is going to be happen if he is not able, if he is to fail, if he is failed to perform these roles, mentor role, advisor role, counselor role, then whatever the objective or whatever the target he has given to the worker, that cannot be accomplished. Counseling at the workplace is a way of organization to care about employees. What is basically a counseling? Counseling will show that the organization will care about their employees. ओके, जेव्हा काउन्सिलिंग होतं ना तर एम्प्लॉईजला, वर्करला पण वाटतं की आपली पण ऑर्गनायझेशनला काळजी आहे आणि दे डेफिनेटली गेट मोटिवेटेड. दॅट विल रिप्रेझेंट द पॉझिटिव्हनेस टुवर्ड्स द एम्प्लॉईज. अपार्ट फ्रॉम their personal problem, there are various reasons which can create stress for the employee at workplace. Okay, so personal problem is a one reason for creating the stress in the workplace. But apart from personal problem, there are a number of things which will create the stress at workplace. That might be improper lighting conditions. Okay. That might be say non machinery, lack of machinery is there, so overtime is more. So these things are there which will create the unnecessary pressure, or some things are treated unfairly, unbiasedness in the treating the employees. Some employees have given the favorism. So that are the reasons which will create the stress among the employees in the workplace. So what is the need for the personal counseling that we are going to discuss? Unrealistic target of the or the workload. So basically what happened, the target should be given in the realistic manner. Realistic means which can be achievable. ओके. जसं आपण गोल बघितला ना, गोल कसं स्पेसिफिक असायला पाहिजे, म्हणजे स्मार्ट गोल असायला पाहिजे, स्पेसिफिक असेल, मेजरेबल असेल, अटेनेबल असेल, रिअलिस्टिक असेल. ओके. आणि टाइम बाउंड असेल. इन द सेम मॅनर वॉट एव्हर द गोल यू हॅव टू सेट, सो दॅट गोल शुड बी स्पेसिफिक. आपण बघितलेलं आहे तसंच तो रिअलिस्टिक असायला पाहिजे, शुड नॉट बी अनरिअलिस्टिक. गोल म्हणजे काय झालं, त्यांचं टार्गेट झालं इथं आता. ओके. सो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू गिव्ह द अनरिअलिस्टिक टार्गेट टू द वर्कर्स. देन कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशर टू मीट द डेडलाईन्स. आणि कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशर जर नाही नाही तुम्हाला हे काम आतापर्यंत करायचं, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू गिव्ह द कॉन्स्टंट प्रेशर ऑन दॅट, सो बेसिकली वॉट हॅपन, दे आर नॉट एबल टू अप्लाय देअर 100% इफेक्ट. They are thinking about, I have to complete this, I have to complete this. They are going to complete the target on time, but the qualities may not get maintained in that period, in that situation. Okay. So you need to just find out what is the time required. You need to consider that employee's condition also. Okay. So constant pressure is not work always. Responsibility and accountability, you should make certain accountability. Okay, you have to give certain response, you have to complete this task and you are accountable for this one. तुम्हाला हे 100 जॉब करायचे, नाही केले केले, जर तुम्ही केले तर तुम्हाला हे मिळेल, नाही केले तर असं होईल. सो अकाउंटेबिलिटी शुड बी देअर. कन्फ्लिक्ट or bad interpersonal relation with the superior and subordinates. So basically this is a very common problem in the organization. There are certain conflicts in the organization because what happened, every person has the different mindset and everyone is thinking in the different manner. So basically the conflicts are going to be occur in your home also. There must be a conflict. There is always a conflict between your father's opinion, mother's opinion and your opinion. Okay. Or your brother's opinion, sister's opinion. त्यांच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये डिफरन्स असणारच आहे, नाही जिथे डिफरन्सेस आले तिथे कन्फ्लिक्ट होणारच आहे. सो कन्फ्लिक्ट इज अ व्हेरी कॉमन थिंग. ओके. बट यू शुड अंडरस्टँड, यू शुड डेव्हलप the habit, or you should develop the methods, or you should develop your personality to resolve the conflicts. How to resolve the conflict? Sometimes you have to neglect it. Most of the conflicts are going to be just resolved through neglecting, just letting it go, let it go over the period of time that is. But if you are going to take that conflict and you are thinking on it and on it again and again, so that will create the problem, that will increases the conflicts, that will increase distort your relationship. Then next is the problem in adjusting with the organization culture. Sometimes there may be a problem, it is not possible for the employees to get organized, adjust to the organization culture, as the culture of the each and organization might be different. So that is the major problem over here. So for that purpose, you must have to conduct the say certain programs, training sessions. Okay. And this is going to be happen in most of the organization. बऱ्याचशा ऑर्गनायझेशनमध्ये जेव्हा एखादं नवीन बॅच रिक्रूट केलं जातं तेव्हा ते त्यांना इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंग देतात. त्या इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंगमध्ये दे विल टेल अबाउट द कल्चर ऑफ द ऑर्गनायझेशन. वर्कर विल लूज कॉन्फिडन्स इन द जॉब. So what is the reason for this one? Worker will lose the confidence in the job. So when there is no security, there is no growth. So at that time, definitely the confidence in the job is going to be reduces. When workers make repetitive mistakes, sometimes the same mistake is going to be repeated n number of times. Okay, so that also requires the personal counseling. Stress in the work is affected mental condition. Okay, so basically when there is a too much stress, when there are too much deadlines and pressure to meet the deadlines, then that will cause your mental condition is also going to be affected with this one. Counseling helps the employees to share and look at his problem from a new perspective. So, but when there is a counseling, proper counseling, so the problem is there. Problem is not going to be erased, but the way of looking towards the problem is going to change. And remember one thing: for a single problem, there are 100 solutions. Okay, whenever the problem arises, at that time solution is also there. Okay, and for a single problem there may be 100. All problem is one, but solutions are infinite. Solutions are there. Okay, so each and every problem has solution, only it takes some time. Okay, only it takes time to get the problem resolved, but each and every problem has certain solutions. Okay, the time frame may change. Time frame may be, some problems are resolved very quickly, some time problems require certain time, some problems will require a lot of time over there, but each and every problem has its own solution over there. Okay, so qualities of supervisor as a counselor. A counseling supervisor must demonstrate leadership skill. So this is the one of the very important quality of the supervisor, that leadership skill. Okay, then must have experience in his or her field. If you don't have the experience, you cannot counsel someone. Okay, so you must have the experience. Motivational approach, your approach should be motivational. Then problem solving nature. Okay, in industry continuously problems are coming, so you should have the nature that problem solving, you should always eager to face the problems. Okay, counselor should possess positive thinking. Okay, so only positive thinking can solve nearly 50% problems over there. Good communication skills. Okay, an ethical manner. Okay, and you should think ethically, behave ethically. Advanced predictions of possible mistakes. So, as a successful supervisor, one must have the logical skill and thinking ability to predict what mistakes are possible in near future at workplace. Okay, so basically, what happened? You have that much experience as a supervisor, you have studied a lot of things and all those things, and over the period of time when you're actually working in the industry, you come to know about the practical aspects, and practical knowledge is going to be improved. So with that, you come to find out what may be the possible mistakes that may occur into the workplace, that you have to find out over there. Mistakes may be predicted by, and how you are going to predict the mistakes. So supervising the current working condition, आत्ताची जी वर्किंग कंडिशन आहे त्याला चेक करायचं, ऑब्झर्व करायचं, मॉनिटर करायचं. ओके, देन कम्पेअरिंग डेव्हिएशन्स फ्रॉम द स्टँडर्ड. तुम्ही डेव्हिएशन कम्पेअर करा, स्टँडर्ड काय आहे आणि त्याच्यापेक्षा काय कमी होत आहे, जास्त आहे, ते डेव्हिएशन्स यू नीड टू चेक. अनालायझिंग वर्कर जनरल वर्क ॲटिट्यूड, वर्करचा जनरल वर्क ॲटिट्यूड काय त्याला अनालाइज करायचं. अँड कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ द यूज टेक्नॉलॉजी. सो दीज आर सर्टन थिंग्स विच विल help you to predict what may be the possible mistakes that may occur at the workplace. Okay, so for that purpose you must have the working condition. Supervisor current working condition काय ते आपल्याला माहिती असायला पाहिजे. कंपेअर करायचं डेव्हिएशन्स. ओके, अनालाइज वर्कर जनरल वर्क ॲटिट्यूड वगैरे या सगळ्या गोष्टी. ओके, अँड elaborating decisions. So that part we are going to discuss in tomorrow's lecture.